Hello and a very warm welcome to our micro-credential Climate Solutions for a Net Zero Future. My name is Petra Moulton-Hill and I'm professor at Nottingham Business School in the UK. And I'm also leading the CLT ECHOS, a climate literacy and action training distributed worldwide.
Hello, and my name is Fiona Winfield. I'm a climate literacy trainer and I'm a joint author of the Handbook of Carbon Management with Petra. We're here to guide you through every stage of the micro-credential.
This micro-credential is for everyone.
You might be a manager in a company, or perhaps you've been asked to make some reductions in carbon emissions from your department. That might be in any type of department. It could be marketing, could be procurement, maybe finance, or perhaps you're in catering.
You can be on every level of the organization. You might be the CEO, you might be on the board level, but you might have a tiny team, or maybe you don't have a team yet at all. It is for everyone, and I think every one of you will find something very useful in our micro-credential.
You might be working in the private sector, or perhaps in the public sector, maybe for a charity. You could be working in a very large organisation, or maybe a small one, an SME. Whatever it is, we hope there'll be something there for you.
You might be the head teacher of a school and you might wonder how you can reduce the energy bills and how you could do something about it and how you can generally reduce the greenhouse gas emissions within the school. And also you might wonder how to engage everyone, how you could engage your colleagues, how you can engage the parents, how you can engage the students. If you wonder about these questions, there will be something in the micro-credential for you.
Perhaps you're well established in your career, but you're actually thinking you might like a change. Maybe you want to concentrate on something that you actually care about and that has purpose. So again, this might inspire you.
You might have done some climate coaching and you might have developed maybe, hopefully not through the coaching, but in some ways climate anxiety, and you might want to actually take action and do something about it. You might want to do something to improve your life and the life of others.
On the other hand, maybe you are a builder or an architect and you're thinking about how you can integrate some ideas into your work as to how to reduce carbon emissions. And there are going to hopefully be plenty of ideas here in the micro-credential for you as well.
You might be at the beginning at your working career. You might be thinking about what should I study or what should I do as an apprenticeship. And we hope that with this micro-credential we give you lots of different ideas and you suddenly think, oh yeah, I would like this one actually, or maybe I do this one. So hopefully this is also for you to make the choice how you want to start your career.
The way we have designed the micro-credential is such that we're going to look at solutions for lots of different areas, whether that's marketing, procurement, supply chain, buildings and estates, or even food. And then, having looked at some solutions that could be implemented quite quickly, we also want you to be able to look more deeply. And so we're going to give you lots of other resources that you can research more if you feel that's an area that's particularly applicable to your work.
We will cover many industries and sectors. For example, we will cover the banking sector and we will cover the television sector. We have, for example, lots of interviews with professionals. We will interview the producer of Coronation Street, a show quite famous here in the UK, actually watched by 6 million every night, and also watched in other countries like Canada, in Australia and so on. So you might even know this show and you will meet the producer here.
We also interview a couple of women who are behind the podcast Can Marketing Save the Planet? It's a podcast that's been going for quite a while now and has got a lot of really interesting episodes you can listen to. So you'll hear a bit more from them as well. You will also see an interview with a local chef who has a Michelin Green Star, which is awarded to those restaurants which have taken account of sustainability into everything that they do. And we also talk to a chef at the university here and look at how he has also incorporated sustainability and climate change into a lot of the work that he undertakes.
We will not only interview these people, but we also will bring you actually to the restaurant, for example, or we will bring you into a school where a head teacher will show us around and will show you lots of things she has done about her school. So there will be lots to see in the micro-credential as well.
There's been a lot in the news about climate change, but we're looking to go behind those headlines and to help you understand a bit more about the science. We're also going to walk you through how to do some of the calculations, because obviously we need to know and need to understand how to calculate the greenhouse gas emissions from all the different activities that we undertake at any time. But what we want to really stress is that there are lots of solutions there already, and there are things that we can all do to try and reduce those emissions.
As Fiona just mentioned, we have all the solutions we need. And someone estimated recently that actually we have the solutions to solve about 95% of the problem. So maybe there's 5% for invention, and you might invent something after this course, which helps with the remaining 5%. But otherwise, we have all the solutions. Obviously, we need to implement them. So we need to implement them on every level. So whether it's on the level of the state, like with policies, for example, or on the level of the organizations, or on the individual level, like what you are buying, for example, or what you're promoting to be bought, for example. So we have solutions for every single level, and they need to be, I think what is really a problem often is that people don't know about these solutions. And obviously with this micro-credential, you will learn about all these different solutions, and you will be able to show people what can be done.
You might also find that there are additional benefits. So by solving some problems, you might find in fact that there's a better quality of life. Maybe there's less air pollution, for example. Maybe things are closer to hand, so you don't have to worry about travelling and driving or flying to get to somewhere. So with each of these solutions, we hope that you'll see that there are lots of benefits for life in general.
Hopefully, while you're doing this micro-credential, you will develop more and more little pieces to your vision of the future, to a very, very positive vision for the future, and you will have lots of ideas on how to achieve it. And because we are doing it on every level, you will also understand the bigger picture. So what actually can be done in a very small level, kind of with your family and so on, but what could be also done by countries, what could be done by whole industries and so on. So you will get all this different information, then hopefully everything together will actually make this really nice vision at the end of the micro-credential.
We've mentioned a lot of different topics, and you might be thinking, gosh, this sounds like a lot to take in. But we hope that we've designed the micro-credential in a way that makes it really interesting. There'll be lots of things to listen to watch, and exercises to do as well. It's hopefully going to fly by. It's not going to be a chore to do the course. And we're trying to really ensure that at the end of it, that you feel that you're climate literate, that you have an understanding of climate leadership, and as we've mentioned several times, that you understand some of the solutions that are out there. And that's really what we're trying to achieve with this course. We hope that by the time you finish the course, that you'll feel confident about bringing about change, whether it's in your own life, whether it's in your department, in your organisation, or even in wider society, that you'll be able to do something that actually helps the planet. And this, of course, will be the feature of your assessment, because at the end of the micro-credential there will be an assessment, and in order to pass the course you will obviously need to submit that and pass the assessment itself.
But do not worry, we have broken down the assessment for you in very easy steps. So we will introduce it at the beginning and tell you what you need to achieve. But then every time we do something which is really important, we will talk about it, make you aware that this is relevant for the assessment, and we will help you very much at the end as well too, that you really do a good assessment and that you will pass the micro-credential easily. So I hope that you will find it easy to achieve this goal. And obviously if you feel like you might actually just want to take things out for your work and you don't want to do an assessment at the end, this is fine as well, but obviously then you don't get the credits for the course. But you might think, oh, actually what I really want is just all this knowledge, all these insights and so on, and this is also okay. But obviously there is an offer to do the assessment and to get the credits.
So we hope we've inspired you to join us, and we look forward to meeting you soon.
And if you are interested, please do register. You can find us on FutureLearn, and you need to look for climate solutions for a net zero future. Hope to see you soon.